I know precisely what you've been hearing your entire life. You've been told you're too sensitive. You've been urged to toughen up. You've probably heard countless times that you shouldn't take things so personally. Chances are, you've spent years apologizing for your tears. But I'm here to tell you today that the label you were given is incorrect. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not weak, and you are absolutely not a mistake. You are what psychologists describe as a highly sensitive person. Personally, I prefer another name. You're a supersensor. While others experience the world in standard definition, your mind captures it in 8K resolution. And today, we're going to explore the neuroscience showing that your sensitivity isn't a flaw. It's a high-performance radar system the world urgently needs. To truly understand yourself, we need to examine your hardware. Because this isn't merely a personality trait, it's biology. Studies reveal that your brain processes information differently from the other 80% of people. Imagine the human brain as a camera. Most brains record reality in standard definition, maybe 720p. The image is clear enough. It's efficient. It works without using too much storage. But your brain records in 8K. Neuroscience has identified 3 distinct upgrades in your wiring that explain why everything feels so intense. First, your brain operates with almost no filter. Scientists call this low-latent inhibition. Most brains are built to screen out about 90% of incoming stimuli to conserve energy. Background noise is dismissed as unimportant, but your brain treats nearly everything as significant. You notice the fabric of the chair, the hum of the refrigerator, and the emotional state of the person beside you, all at the same time. That's why you feel overwhelmed. Yet it's also why you detect beauty, patterns, and solutions others overlook. Second, your mirror neurons are highly active. These neurons allow us to empathize. For you, though, you don't just recognize that someone is sad, you physically experience their sadness within your own body. You're not imagining it. Music, your brain is literally recreating their emotional condition. You are an emotional sponge in a world overflowing with spills. Third, this brings us to the most misunderstood feature of your wiring, depth of processing. Psychologists refer to it as the pause-to-check strategy. During conversations or decision-making, you may feel slower than others. You might criticize yourself for hesitating or overanalyzing. But here's the science. You're not slow. You're meticulous. While others rely on shallow processing, simply reacting to what's directly in front of them, your brain engages in deep semantic encoding. Without even realizing it, you're linking the present moment to past experiences, forecasting possible outcomes, and interpreting the meaning behind the words. You don't hesitate because you're confused. You pause because your mind is running a complex simulation to secure the best result. That isn't a flaw. That's advanced computation. Now you might wonder, if this trait makes life so challenging, why would evolution preserve it? This is the crucial point. If sensitivity were truly a weakness, natural selection would have removed it long ago. But it didn't. It kept it. Why? Because the tribe needs you. In ancient times, the warriors, the less sensitive majority, were vital for hunting and battle. They were daring and willing to take risks. But a tribe made up only of warriors wouldn't survive. They would charge into danger without forethought. The tribe also needed advisors. That's you. You were the one who sensed the shift in weather before the storm arrived. You were the one who detected deception from a neighboring tribe. What seems like weakness is actually an advanced early warning system. Modern society is loud, rapid, and confrontational. It's designed for the warriors. That's why you often feel out of place. But don't confuse feeling out of place with lacking value. I know that carrying this radar has a cost. Because you process everything so deeply, you reach your threshold more quickly. When you suddenly shut down or need to retreat into a dark room, that's not you being dramatic. That's your RAM maxed out. Your system has overheated. Science offers a powerful metaphor for this. Most people are like dandelions. They are music resilient. They can thrive in a sidewalk crack or a manicure garden. Their environment doesn't matter much. But you are an orchid. In harsh, noisy, or toxic conditions, you will wilt. you will struggle more than the dandelions. And for years, you may have blamed yourself for not being one. But research highlights something remarkable called vantage sensitivity. When an orchid is placed in the right setting, with proper light, nourishing soil, and attentive care, it doesn't merely survive. It blossoms with a richness and beauty the dandelion can never replicate. You don't need to harden yourself to survive the sidewalk. You need to place yourself in the greenhouse. When you intentionally design your life to honor your sensitivity, you don't just catch up, you excel. So here's my prescription. Stop trying to install a tougher filter. You can't rewire your biology, and you shouldn't want to. The world already has enough numbness. We don't need you to grow thicker skin. We need you to remain exactly as you are. But you must safeguard your gift. Establish clear boundaries. Respect your need for quiet. And the next time someone tells you you're too sensitive, inhale, smile to yourself, and remember the truth. You're not defective. You simply experience the world in 8K resolution. In a world that grows more disconnected each day, your capacity to feel isn't a liability. It's what makes you human. And because you carry this high-resolution radar, you may have instinctively built walls around your private life. You might be the one who logs in, observes, but rarely posts. To others, you seem like a ghost. Yet psychology suggests that this silence isn't emptiness. It could signal a completely different form of strength. If you're curious whether your digital quiet reflects deep confidence or hidden anxiety, click on this video right here. I explain the psychology behind the online ghost and why stepping away from the feed may be the healthiest choice a super sensor can make. I'll see you there.